Hey guys, today we're going to be making a relief sculpture. A relief sculpture is where it's kind of flat, but you build up layers, okay? And it's a traditional type of sculpture. So the first thing you're going to do when you get your, sorry guys, when you get your Model Magic is you're going to tear a little piece off, like about this size, okay? So you might want to make a stem, you might not want to, or you might want to make a leaf, or we might need some white for some teeth, okay? And then the rest of this is going to be for the base of our pumpkin as well as some of our details, okay? So we're going to color this like we've done it before. You're going to color, color, color. It's going to take a few tries to get it the color that you want. Okay, I'm just going to show you my method because this is taking longer than I expected. We've done this before, but I don't know, it's just taking longer. What I'm doing, and I feel like it's working pretty well, is I'm coloring it, and then I'm folding it and squishing it. And then I'm coloring it, and then folding it, and then squishing it. And I feel like the color's coming on better than that. Okay, so now y'all keep doing it, and then we'll make our pumpkins in a minute. Okay, so once you get it to a color that you like, all right, we also want to tear off another little piece of orange, just a little piece, because when we do our relief part, we're going to want some orange to build up with. So we need eyelids and mouth pieces. So I'm actually going to pull off just a little bit more. I'd rather have too much pulled off than not enough, okay? So now this is going to be our pumpkin base. So we're not going to make a 3D pumpkin, but it is going to help if you roll it into a ball, okay? It's going to be a relief sculpture, so we're going to start with it fairly flat. But if it's already in a ball shape like this, then when you go to press it down, it's going to make a nice kind of circular or rounded shape. Now I'm using the big flat of my palm, okay? And you don't want it to be a pancake. You want it to be thicker, okay? Somewhere between a pancake and a biscuit, right? Maybe like a normal waffle thickness. I'm trying to make it a little bit thick, okay? All right, so there is my pumpkin. All right, now we're gonna come back in later and we're gonna add some lines for texture and stuff, but what we're gonna start with are our eyes, okay? So I got 2 different sized eyes because I thought that would be kind of funny, but you could do the same sized eyes. So we're gonna put the eyes on, and you kind of wanna space them out so that you have space between them, and you're gonna press them in just a little bit. They may not stay there very well, and that's okay. And I'm just gonna press these in. Now, with our Model Magic, we're gonna make eyelids. So I'm gonna pull off a little piece like this, and I'm gonna start by rolling it into a little ball, or that's even just like a little pellet. And then I'm gonna roll it into a long piece like this, and then we're gonna make an eyelid that comes across like that. Okay, and you can kind of push it into the shape that you want. All right, and then we're gonna do the same thing on the bottom. We're gonna take a little piece like this. We're gonna roll it. I would say make it shorter than you want. So like if I lay it here, that's probably gonna be shorter than I want. But that way you can lengthen it out. It's easier to make it shorter and then make it longer, right? Than to make it longer and then make it shorter. So now he has some eyelids, okay? If you want to, you can give him eyebrows in a minute, but we're gonna start with just eyelids. So same thing here. I'm gonna make it a little bit shorter, and then I'm gonna put it on here. These eyelids are gonna help hold the eyes in place. And you're just kind of making it into place. That's way too big, look at that. Okay, so I'm gonna take a little piece off and keep going. Okay, so now I have 2 eyes. If you don't like how little of your eye is showing, you can kind of drag it back this way and open the eye up a little bit more. I kind of like him, he looks kind of sus. All right, so now we're gonna make a nose and a mouth. I'm gonna say let's make the mouth next, so that way we know how much space we have for the nose. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a pencil and I'm gonna kind of draw where I want my mouth. So I want a mouth here, like this. Now you can take the white. One of the reasons we kept the white was so we could make teeth. And one thing that I saw was they took a piece like this and they just kind of made the shape of the mouth. I don't want to put it on mine because I'm kind of thinking about doing something different. But they made the shape of the mouth like this, okay? And then they took their pencil and they drew little teeth in there. The texture of teeth. And then look, it looks like teeth. You can make it flatter than that even. But the thing about Model Magic is it sticks really easily. So what I want to do is I just want to make a couple of teeth. So I'm going to make some little tiny pieces like this. And I'm going to squish them and square them off to the best of my ability. And I'm going to give them two kind of funky front teeth like this. There's one. And these we do want to be kind of flat, right? We're layering up. So these parts can be pretty flat if we want them to be. And then here's another one. He's got two silly front teeth, okay? So whatever you do for your mouth, if you want it to be a mouth full of teeth, if you want it to be a couple little teeth, they could be even smaller than this. You could even do like cute little vampire teeth, like a vampire pumpkin, right? Okay. So then after that, after you do that, you're gonna come back and you're gonna give him a mouth around it. It's a relief sculpture, so I'm layering the mouth up on top of the teeth. Okay, there's my little guy. Now I'm going to give mine a little triangle nose, just like I had carved him, but it's going to be sticking up and out. So I'm making like a square, and then I'm kind of triangling it out like this. And I have a little triangle nose right there. Okay. I'm going to pull them off the plate for a second, give them a little breather. Okay, so now you can do some textures, and you can also, like if you want to make a stem, you could color this little piece like brown, and then you could give him like a stem. You could color a little piece green, and you could make like a little leaf, like these could be green and brown, okay? I'm going to come through and show you how to do textures, because that part you'll understand pretty easily. You're just going to take a pencil or the end of a paintbrush. Miss Caitlin might give you the end of a paintbrush if the pencil makes a mark. Like this is a blue colored pencil, so it's making some blue in there, which is okay. And you're going to draw a few little lines for texture like this. So I'm just drawing some little like lines. And you don't want them to be super thick or super deep, okay? Because when they get deep, that's what happens. So if that happens, just kind of tack it back in, take your finger and smooth it out. Ooh, creepy. Alright, so now I'm going to make a stem and a leaf, and then I think I'm going to be done. And you guys, I can't wait to see these. You're going to have so much fun making these. Okay guys, so here is my cute little pumpkin all done. But I wanted to show you, you can also color, I forgot about that. Once you're done, you can color on top of it with your markers, and you can add more details. Like if I want to add the leaves, or I added the lines with the marker, okay? So, looking pretty cute. So here's my cute little Model Magic pumpkin face. If you end up with extra, everybody gets 2 ounces. So if you end up with extra, you can make something that you want to make. And you don't have to make anything that we told you to. So you can take these and do something that you want to do. And you can use your markers and stuff, and then you'll have 2 sculptures to take home. All right, you guys, I hope you had fun. I can't wait to see how these all turn out.